YouTube, it's Missy. Long time no see. Today I will be doing a May book haul and unboxing video. Yeah, I do have one item that is unbook related that I bought from Books A Million. So I bought it from a bookstore, but it has nothing to do with books. And then I do have the Boxycharm for May that I will be unboxing at the end of the video. So if you like makeup and you like listening to me talk more about things, then watch till the end. Otherwise, of course, you can always click off after I talk about the books. Now, before we get started in the book haul, how have you guys been? I am dying to know. I haven't been on BookTube or YouTube at all, really, very much in the last 7 weeks. And if you guys haven't been on in a while and you don't know what I'm doing, we are doing social distancing. Obviously, the whole world is, but we're doing distance learning in schools. And because I work in the school district and I am a mild to mod instructional aide slash, teacher, what have you, it's been very difficult to teach children 3rd grade with learning disabilities over the computer. Every day is a new experience, and every day I get frustrated because it's easy to say that we're all on the computer and, kids are better at technology nowadays, so they'll just get the hang of it. But it's not always the case, and I've worked really hard to be patient and clear in my directions and, help the children go through, like, say, their Google documents or how to do a Google Meet. And it's such a weird time. It's such a weird time. So I haven't made any videos because I am literally brain dead by the end of the day. Not only do I have to deal with the, not deal, but, work with the children in the morning, and then I have to work in the afternoon with my son. And with his autism, he's slowly regressing. Not significantly, but as a mom I can see it. Like, he's just being a lot more stubborn and defiant because his norm, you know what I mean? Like, his routine has been broken. So if you're a parent of a child who has autism or any learning disabilities, I feel for you. I am in the same boat. We will all get through this together. So yes, I'm hoping, we only have 9 more days left of the school year. I'm hoping that I will be able to upload more frequently over the summer, and that is my goal, and I'm not going to make any more excuses about why I've been absent. So let's get on with the book haul. The first thing I want to share with you guys is Who's There? A collection of stories by Dimas Rio. This person sent this to me, his name is Dimas. He is an Indonesian horror author, and I love Asian horror movies. I always like reading or watching more suspenseful, creepy books rather than straight slash porn, And so I'm really excited to read this. He contacted me on my email and asked if he could send me a physical copy, and I'm definitely looking forward to reading his collection of short stories. I really do like that illustration on the cover. And yeah, I don't know anything else about it. It just says on the back that it's a lot of folk tales, but I don't want to read any more because I want to kind of be surprised when I go through all of the short stories. All right, next I got a package here, and this is from my friend Ashley here on YouTube. She had a duplicate, I think, or maybe she just read it and didn't need it anymore, and so she asked if I wanted the book. I said yes, and it's pretty funny because right now I've been seeing this actual book being posted by other booktubers, so I don't know if it's new or if people are just reading it more right now. Oh my gosh, girlfriend, how much I love the fact that you put it in 2 packages because I can always use this for another book. Lovely, lovely. Okay, and that book that I'm talking about is Fragments of the Lost. This is by Miranda. I don't think I own any books by this author, but I did put this on my most anticipated reads list when it first came out, I think. Oh, I got a letter. Hope this brightens your day and that you guys aren't going too crazy during quarantine. Happy belated birthday to Kaleo and Keanu. Love you bunches. Aw, thank you. Yes, today is my oldest son's birthday. He just turned 15 today, so I feel like an old fart. Okay, so this came out in 2017. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's just a thriller, like a what if everything you thought you knew about someone was a lie. Doesn't that freak you out? It freaks me out. Thank you so much, Ashley. I'm going to keep your note in my book so I don't forget who gave it to me. So that was a book that I got 1 book from an author, 1 book from a friend, and then Book Outlet's been doing that 15% off sale on their website for the last 2.5 months. It's just been there, and so I did get another box of Book Outlet books, and I'm thinking, you know, I went almost a whole year without buying Book Outlet books, not because I don't love the company, because I absolutely do, but because, you know, I'm running out of room. But I can't help myself, and so I bought more. Oops. Oops and oh well, right? Oops and oh well. Let me just shift stuff around here so I can fit the box. So let's do the sneaky peekies. Sneaky peekies. Alright, now this particular box I purchased because I needed the second book in this manga, which is The Girl from the Other Side. This is volume 2. I did buy volumes 3 and 4 a while back, sometime last year, and I've been waiting for this to go on sale on Amazon, and it never did. And then when it finally showed up on Book Outlet, I was like, okay, well, now I gotta fill my cart so I can get my free shipping. So that's what I did. So I'm looking forward to this. The first one I didn't like that much, and I'm hoping that I'll enjoy the, you know, the next few volumes. But basically what this is I'll get closer. So this right here is a demon of some sort. It's kind of like a religious tale where there's light and dark. The light, and I haven't read this in a while, but the light side is the cities and the dark side is like the countryside right now. And there was a fight between light and dark, and the dark put a curse on people, and the curse is through touch. So if someone who is cursed touches you, then you turn into one of these like demon guys. But they've been evacuating the surrounding towns outside of the main city. They've been evacuating them and bringing the people into their city limits because they've been hearing rumors that the darkness is coming and that the curse is coming. So they don't want anybody else to be turned into monsters. One lady decides that she's going to drop her niece off in front of this house. Now, I don't know from the first one whether or not the aunt knows that the person who owns that house has already been cursed and is turned into a monster. I would have to reread the first one because she did leave a note, and I think she said something like, I know what you are, but I believe you'll help me, or something similar to that. And he's really actually a good guy. And he's been taking care of this little girl for a couple weeks now, or maybe a couple of months, I can't remember. And she just keeps asking for her aunt, and he keeps lying, saying, well, she's coming. But he knows that the aunt must have been turned into a monster as well. And it's hard to live with him because, you know, he doesn't want to touch her because he doesn't want to turn her into a monster as well and make her evil or bring her to the dark side. And she's a very loving little kid, and so she wants to be affectionate. And I don't know if this one he decides that he's going to finally, you know, break down and go ahead and let her in and see what happens. Who knows? I'm looking forward to that. The next book I got, which I did not know was this cute and chunky. And you guys, if you don't know if you don't know this about me yet, is I really like teeny tiny chunky books. Look how cute. Now this is the hardcover. It does have a different cover, which I enjoy more, and I will leave that cover here. It's just a lighter take on it, and I feel like it's just a nicer design. This one doesn't look very nice to me, but at the same time it kind of looks like a Little Red Riding Hood because of the wolf, and they have these hands wrapped around the head. But this is In the House in the Dark of the Woods by Laird Hunt. And I don't really know much about this book. It says, once upon a time there was and there wasn't a woman who went to the woods. I love all books that have woods in it. Like, that's my buzzword, is woods or forest. People going missing in the woods. People being abducted and taken into the woods. I really like that. And I am very pleasantly surprised at the size of this book. The next book I got was Sawkill Girls by Claire Legrand. I really like this author. I have read almost all of her middle grade, which I absolutely love. She does a lot of middle grade paranormal horror books about ghosts and a lot of like other family situations that are very delicate in nature. Book of Shadows. Is that one of them? Something Shadows? I'll leave the picture here. But this one was really good because it's about a girl who is being raised by her dad, who used to work in a theater or maybe an orchestra or something, but the mom dies, and so he's a single dad and he's really not doing well. He's struggling with it, and they're still grieving, and she lives with ghosts in this theater, and I really enjoyed that book. And so I haven't actually read any of her YA books, and so I do have the one with the Nutcracker girl on it. It's a Nutcracker retelling. I can't remember. Winter Spring? That might be wrong, but this is a new one by her, and I'm looking forward to it. Turn fear into power. Marion, the new girl, awkward and plain, weighed down by tragedy and hungry for love she's sure she'll never find. Strange, eerie, and unforgettable, rich and earthy horror, an atmospheric, gothic flavored chiller that focuses on the power of female friendship. So looking forward to that. Plus it's been on BookTube for a while now, and Lala over at Books and Lala read it, so definitely looking forward to reading that one. Alright, the next book I have here is by Mindy McGinnis, and this is This Darkness Mine. This is another like a thriller, I think. She's hit and miss. She writes a lot of different genres, and I'm more towards the horror and less towards like contemporary, and she has written a couple of contemporary. Her last one was The Female of the Species, and I know it was like well, I've heard that it was like a feminist book. I don't know anything about feminism, or I've never read a book about feminism, and so I wasn't interested in reading it, but I am interested in reading this one. I don't really like the cover, though. It kind of makes me think it's like an arc, but it's not. I like the spine. That's different, right? Normally you have the picture on this, and then it's white on the spine, but you got the girl's picture instead, and then just a slash. I cannot I'm backwards. The slash goes this way. Anyways, this was pretty cheap. I think it was like under $2. Everything on here was like around $2 to $3, and so that's why I was able to purchase it, because it was so cheap. And then we have the Hummingbird Dagger by Cindy Anstey. I don't know what other books she's written. I don't own anything else by her, but this cover really reminded me of Jacoby from William Ritter, and I really liked his books, and I love this cover, so I decided to pick it up. It is, oh, I do own a book by her, Love, Lies, and Spies. So I own this book by her. I haven't read it yet, but this one says... It is, it says Duels and Deception. Oh no, that's a different book. Why can't I know what this one's about? 1833, a near-fatal carriage accident has deposited an unconscious young woman on the doorstep of Hardwick Manor and into the care of young Lord James Ellerby. But when she finally awakens, she has no memory of who she is or where she came from. So amnesia books is another buzzword of mine, and this is a historical amnesia book, which makes it more fun. So I'm looking forward to that one. Oh, and then I needed a horror in my life, and this is a nice big one. This is called The 10th Girl by Sara Ferenc. Let me know down below if you have read this and what you thought about it. Ooh, here's underneath the dust jacket. Wow, that's really different. Ferenc, the 10th girl, the 10th girl, the 10th girl, the 10th girl, the 10th girl. Imprint and make your mark. Wow, that is so different. I've never seen such a thing. Makes me think like it's going to be like a mental, oh, it's a psychological thriller. See, look at that. The 10th Girl is a gothic psychological thriller with a haunting twist. Thank you very much. I can't wait to read it. The end pages are black. There is, the fonts, you know, pretty standard for a YA. No special transitions or chapter heads, but it does have dates, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with dates. Sometimes I get confused and I have to go back and look at like what date that was, but overall I don't mind. Alright, I have two more books. The next one is, I didn't know it was going to be like a pocketbook. This is called Full Tilt by Neal Schusterman. I do like this author. I haven't read much by him. I do have a middle grade that I really, really liked about two kids that died at the same time in a car accident, and they're left in limbo. I can't remember what the title is called right now. It's in a different room since there are books that I have not read yet. Before, I used to be able to turn around and be like, okay, that's the book that I'm talking about, but I don't have the ability to do that anymore. Anyways, this one is a circus themed book, and I want to read all of the circus horror books that there is. This one says, it's a 16-year-old Blake and his younger brother Quinn are exact opposites. Blake is the responsible member of the family. He constantly has to keep an eye on the fearless Quinn, whose thrill-seeking sometimes goes too far. But the stakes get higher when Blake has to chase Quinn into a bizarre phantom carnival that traps its customers forever. What? Looking forward to that. Oh my god. Okay, and then the last book that I purchased, which I am above and beyond excited about, because if you don't know my love for Alice in Wonderland, you haven't been listening or watching any of my videos, because I am obsessed. This one is called An Anthology of Works Inspired by Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, edited by Marie O'Regan and Paul Kane. And then it's just, of course, a short story collection about Alice in Wonderland. So we have M.R. Carey, Lilith St. Croix, Juliette Marillier. Marillier is how you say her last name? Jane Yolen. Who do I know from these people? I know M.R. Carey. wow, that's it. I don't know any of these other authors, which is okay because this is how you find new favorites, right? You read a collection of short stories written by people that you've never heard of, and then you find out, oh my gosh, I like their writing, and then you go and you seek out the actual books, like full-length novels that they've written. And yeah, so if you've heard about this, read this entire book, let me know down below what you thought about it, because I am literally looking forward to it. I have so many ideas of like videos that I want to film, and like the book selections that I want to do, like groups of books, or like what am I trying to think of? Themes, I think, is what I'm going for, like themed books. So hopefully that takes place in the next couple of weeks. Looking forward to that one. And that's it. That wasn't a very big box. There's not that many books here. Out of all of these, which ones were your favorite? Again, a Wonderland, a collection of short story retellings. We have a psychological horror haunting, it's got a haunted house on it. I had to buy it. A scary carnival that steals you forever. A historical amnesia book. I don't even know what this is about. This is, oh, that's why I wanted it so much. Okay, this is no joke, and this cracks me up. You see that? Sasha Stone Knows Her Place. One of my extremely good friends who's a music teacher that works at the same school as me, her name is Sasha Stone. Like, that's her actual name. So to have a character named that is so weird. So anyways, it says, Sasha Stone knows her place, first chair clarinet, top of her class. Again, my friend is a music teacher at my school, so it's really cool. And at the side of her Oxford-wearing boyfriend, she's worked her entire life to ensure her path to Oberlin Conservatory as a star musician is perfectly paved. Then Sasha discovers her by-the-book life began by ending the chapter of another, the twin sister she absorbed in the womb, except that doesn't explain the gaps of missing time in her practice schedule or the memories she has of things she certainly never did. And that's all I'm going to read because I don't want to spoil myself from, you know, the blurb on the back. Sometimes that happens. So, no special, like, that's what you get for the chapter heads, like a little slash. But I like that. So she's losing memory, kind of like The Dark Half by Stephen King. I wonder if it's going to be kind of like that, where she comes to realize at the end that it's not necessarily a twin or an evil twin, but more of a manifestation of the dark side of herself, that is becoming more and more a part of her life, kind of like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, you know? So I'm looking forward to that. And then we have the Saw Girls, which came out like last year, so this is more on everyone else's radar. This one about the woods, definitely looking forward to reading that. And then I have the manga. So yeah, so I want to thank you again to Ashley and Dimas for sending me the books. And that was all of the books for this book haul video. So if you don't want to watch the rest, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are doing well. If you are interested in what I got from Books A Million and what I got in my Boxycharm, then keep on watching. Alright, so for Books A Million, if you don't know the there's a writer. I am like having so many brain farts right now because not only is it late, it's 10 o'clock. I've had a long day, but I can never like remember things in the moment, you know, like while I'm filming and then while I'm editing, I'm like, why? The author's name is this. Why didn't I just say that? Anywho, I bought a book about little tiny aliens. It's a graphic novel, like a hardcover graphic novel, and the author puts out these little tiny panels of his aliens doing things in everyday life, but it's just a little bit off, so you know that they're foreign and they're not really like using our human language appropriately. Like, they're using the right words, but they're not using the right words. Because, like, for instance, you can say something is pretty, right? But there's more words than just pretty. There's beautiful and like magnificent and all these different types of words. These similes, right? Simile? Synonym? It's not simile. What the hell is it called? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because whatever. It has nothing to do with it. Anyway, this man wrote his second book that's coming out in June. And I needed to fill my cart so that way I could get free shipping. That is where consumerism ends up. Everybody wants free shipping, and so they buy things that they actually didn't need or want, and then they have to live with the consequences. So I ended up buying this because it was amazing. And I got a Killer Clown pop figure. Now, Killer Clowns from Outer Space is a B horror. Maybe it's a C horror from the 90s? I think it's the 90s. I don't think it's from the 80s. I used to watch it a lot when it came on TV when we had cable when I was growing up. And I always thought, oh my God, it's so weird. So you have these 3 very strange looking clowns that wrap their victims up in cotton candy cocoons, and then they're going to like eat them later. I don't know, but this one this one was the most fun out of the 3, and I really like that he has this little balloon animal. It's so cute. It's so cute. I love his pink hair. He's a lot scarier in the movie. I just love it. I love it so much. So I'm going to add my little clown here to my my bookshelf in the hallway, because I don't think you'll be able to see it here. Or maybe you will. I don't know. Maybe I'll take Clockwork Orange dude out. I've never seen this movie. I've never seen it, but everybody says I should watch it. I don't know. Let me know down below if you think I should watch A Clockwork Orange. But he looks kind of cute right there, so maybe I'll leave him there. Alright, so on to the Boxycharm. Now this month I was definitely surprised. Of course, I already opened it because, you know, I was curious. This month's theme is Mother Nature. And here is the sneaky peekies. So again, if you don't know anything about Boxycharm, or you've heard about it but you haven't like actually seen an unboxing, Boxycharm is a subscription box that you get once a month. It's $25. You go through a process at the beginning when you're signing up for the box where you pick the things that you like, whether if you're more interested in skincare or makeup, and then the kinds of makeup that you like. If you're more into eyeshadows and lipstick, or if you're more into bronzers and blushes, like and foundations, like they cater to what you're interested in, so you'll always kind of like what's in the box. Now the colors are all different. Like, you may not like the lipstick shade that you got, but they do fulfill the part that you asked for lipstick, and so they'll put the lipstick in there. So I'm really into skincare and eyeshadows and stuff like that, so that's what my box is catered to. So the first thing that I have here is a lip pencil called Night Shift, and so we have a really dark brown color, which is actually really nice because I do have a lot of brown, very grungy 90s lipsticks that I got from Black Moon Cosmetics. I think that's the name of it, and I really, really like that company, but I didn't have a good brown lip liner, so I haven't been wearing it very often. This lip liner is worth, where is it? Oh, this is from Gerard Cosmetics. I didn't see that. Oh, you see it says GC on it, but that doesn't really tell me much. Yeah, Gerard Cosmetics, it is $16. Now, within the box, you do get 5 full-size products. Again, it's $25. The retail value of the entire box is always way more than you paid for it. And if you're interested in getting surprise boxes of things that are pretty catered to your likings, then you might like this box. The next thing I got here is Violet Voss Essentials Pro Series Eyeshadow Palette. And these are the colors that came with it. I don't really wear orange or yellow, but I am interested. I really like green shades, so that's cool. Oh, this is a gold. Wow, that is really gold. Here's Plum Berry, and we'll do pink. That's pretty. Not bad, not bad. So here we have some, ooh, can I do it? Can I do it? There's some swatches of just those sparkly colors. There are these mattes here that, you know, are pretty blendable. I like this dusty rose color and the cinnamon, and there is a black. So you have a black and a cream. That's not bad if you want like a little inner corner highlight. They are creamy, so, but they do have kind of like a, I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. It's kind of like a chalky fallout texture if you push a little bit too hard. So yeah, I'll test that out, and if it's not my thing, then I will give it to my little sister. The next thing in the box, oh, hold on. That Violet Voss is $29 for that eyeshadow palette. Next we have Seraphim Botanicals. This is Whimsical Wisteria Conditioning Lip Potion. It's vegan, GMO-free, and gluten-free. It says a revitalizing lip polish made by blending soft sugar crystals into a rich vegan base of avocado, apricot, and jojoba oils, as well as shea and cocoa butters to help keep lips exfoliated, silky smooth, and protected. Cool, cool. The first ingredients, well, they all look pretty good. Well, it's sugars first, and then avocado oil, and then apricot. No, there is fragrance at the end. Titanium dioxide is one of the last ingredients, but the rest is all like plant-based materials. I was really looking for a sugar scrub lip thing, so I will test that out and see how it is. And that particular item is $24. Next we have this Trestique Face Conceal Cover Correct Crayon. This is in the shade Porcelain. I don't go out in the sun hardly anymore, so let's see what this looks like. You see that? It's not too bad. It is very creamy. I don't know what I think about this. Oh, and it's retractable, so it does go up. It smells like foundation or makeup. Conceal, Correct, Cover, and Correct Crayon. I used to do the CoverGirl. Oh my gosh. Did you hear that? Let's do it one more time. It's so satisfying. It's magnetic. I have never had a magnetic anything. In my purse, I have a ton of like lip liners and eyeliners, and the lid always comes off in my purse. To have it magnetic like that is amazing. I am so stoked to try this out. I was going to say that CoverGirl, I believe, is where they have those sticks that you go underneath your eye to correct, you know, the concealer sticks, and I used to use that all the time growing up because I didn't know any better. And it works. It like it warms up on your skin and you're able to like rub it in, and it's not too drying. So we'll see if this like sticks to my fine lines. I'm not too worried about like crow's feet because I don't really have that right now. I do have the, you know, crater forehead, but I'm good on under eye, crow's feet. I don't really have that. So we'll see how that works. But the cover stick is $24. And then the last thing in the box is this Glam Glow Berry Glow Probiotic Recovery Mask. Glam Glow is like the talk of the town when it comes to beauty gurus or when they're talking about skincare. This had the Sonic the Hedgehog mask where it was like blue metallic and there was like a silver one. This is very like popular kind of mask. So I'm looking forward to this. It smells so good. It smells definitely like yogurt. Oops. I'm so excited I'm gonna eat it now. It smells like raspberry Tillamook yogurt, and they don't make Tillamook yogurt anymore, which I am upset about. I don't know what happened. Like, they still make the cheese, they still have the ice cream. Why don't they sell the yogurts anymore? I need to research this. If you know, let me know down below, because the raspberry one was my absolute favorite, and this smells like that yogurt, and I want to eat it, but you can't. It's for your face. So you're going to apply it to clean skin, leave it on for 10 minutes. It says to tissue off, which is stupid. Wash it off. Wash it off. And what does it do? It just makes you more glowy. Probiotic. I don't know. We'll see how it works. And that particular item is $49. Now I'm not going to add up the box, but basically if you round everything up, we have 50, 30, 50 and 30 is 80, 80 plus 20 is 100, 100 plus 20 and another 20, $140 about, and I only paid $25 for the box. So whatever you like. There we go. Let me know down below what your favorite thing from the box was. And if you get this box, let me know if it was the same or not. I'm curious to know how many. I've heard that they have like 50 different kinds of boxes that they send out. I don't know if that's true or not. But it is cool. I will leave the link down below if you're interested in Boxycharm. I mean, basically you just type Boxycharm into the search on Google and you can totally find their website there. But if you just want a faster way, I will leave the link down below. I'm not sponsored. I wish I was, but I'm not. I pay for this box myself out of my allowance, which cuts out money for books and other makeup items. By the way, I did get the cremated eyeshadow palette from Jeffree Star. I logged on last Friday. I logged in 2 minutes early, and it just so happened to be up and running, and so I clicked on the palette and then clicked on buy and then put all the information in, and then it said it confirmed, and I was able to buy it. And I'm so excited because I love cool tone colors, and I can't wait to do more gothic looks because that's kind of like my shtick. So yeah, I can't believe all the backlash because it's called cremated, but I'm not going to get into it. I don't want people to be like start saying things down below about how, you know, I'm so awful, but you know, everybody dies, right? So everybody, you cannot run away from it. You will die too. Unfortunate as it sounds. If I could be bitten by a vampire right now, I would. I think all of us readers would, because then we could read for the rest of eternity all of the books. But we will die one day. And so I don't think his palette was offensive at all. Because if you like gothic things, then you're already into that. If you don't like gothic things and you won't like it, then you're not the one that he's catering to, so it doesn't matter. Anywho, thank you so much for sticking with me for the whole video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down below anything that you want, and maybe like, what do you want to see from my channel this year? 2020's been canceled for me. I would just like to get to 2021 at this point. I had a cruise that I was going to go on with my grandma in October. I haven't been on a vacation with my grandma alone ever, and I really want to find out more about this woman. I mean, I lived with my grandma my entire life, but you don't know somebody intimately until you ask them about themselves, you know? You take that for granted growing up. You're like, yeah, this is my grandma, this is my dad, this is my whatever, but you don't like, you take for granted questioning your family members, like really getting into their head. Tell me about your childhood. What was your favorite subject in school? Why do you like this type of food? What's your favorite color? Like, you don't care growing up. And now that I'm almost 40 and my grandma's getting on in years, you know, I really want to know about her before she dies, so I can pass on any of that kind of information to my children. I feel it's important to really know and understand where you come from, your family before you. And I was really looking forward to this cruise and spending 10 days with her on my own, and it got canceled. And so I'm really disappointed. And I hope that we can do it in the future, because, you know, she gets sick often, and I don't want her to pass without me being able to, like, really spend time with her. And as I got older, you know, we just didn't lose touch, but you go to college, and then I had kids, and I didn't really visit much. And so, same. She lives in Washington State, and I have only went up there once since she moved there like 10 years ago. So, it's sad, but life's busy, and I really want to slow it down and really take in family bonding time. So hopefully 2020 will give me that. Anyways, I don't want to end on a sad note. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much for watching.